In sports news, a notable player has recently joined the Ravens after going unclaimed on waivers. Four-time Pro Bowl running back Dalvin Cook is set to sign with the Baltimore Ravens for the playoffs, according to his agency, as reported by ESPN's Adam Schefter. Cook is expected to join the Ravens' practice squad, a source revealed to ESPN's Jamison Hensley. Following his release by the New York Jets this week, Cook went unclaimed on waivers. According to sources, his departure from the Jets was mutually agreed upon, and he also restructured his contract, forfeiting remaining guarantees. Cook's utilization on the field had been dwindling, culminating in him not taking a single snap in the Jets' recent loss to the Browns, marking a career first. During his 15 games with the Jets, Cook only had 67 carries for 214 yards, averaging 3.2 yards per carry, notably lower than his career average. Furthermore, he played a mere 202 snaps on offense, his lowest count since his rookie year, which was marred by injury with the Minnesota Vikings in 2017. His recruitment as a free agent earlier last year had generated significant buzz, ultimately leading to his signing with the Jets in August. The one-year, $7 million contract included $5.8 million in guarantees. Cook expressed his choice of the Jets as influenced by the opportunity to play alongside quarterback Zach Wilson, who unfortunately suffered a season-ending Achilles tear early in the season. Throughout his 7-season career encompassing 6 seasons with the Vikings, Cook has amassed 6,207 yards and 47 rushing touchdowns. The NFL Players Association has released a survey identifying the top coordinators in the NFL. According to the NFL Players Association, Aaron Glenn, Frank Smith, and John Fassel have emerged as the leading defensive, offensive, and special teams coordinators in the NFL, as per a recent survey conducted among NFL players during the 2023 season. This survey is a part of the union's ongoing report card initiative, seeking to gather insights from players across the league on various aspects related to their teams. President of the NFLPA, J.C. Tretter, emphasized the importance of evaluating coordinators, acknowledging their significant impact on a player's daily life, and ensuring that players have a say in recognizing exceptional coaches. The survey, which garnered responses from over 1,700 players, sought ratings on a scale of 1 to 10 from specific player groups. Offensive players rated their offensive coordinators, defensive players assessed their defensive coordinators, and players on special teams evaluated their special teams coordinators. Notably, 864 offensive players, 774 defensive players, and 1,025 special teams participants provided ratings. Tretter highlighted the diversity of coordinators featured in the top 5 lists, encompassing individuals from both successful and struggling teams, including former head coaches, former players, and even sons of former coaches. Aaron Glenn, who tops the defensive list, stands out as the overall top-rated coordinator across all 3 categories, despite not yet having the opportunity to serve as a head coach. The NFLPA's decision to release only the top 5 lists was driven by multiple factors, including the desire to shine a spotlight on potential head coaching candidates and prevent playoff-bound teams and their coordinators from facing undue distractions ahead of crucial playoff games. The top 5 offensive coordinators, per the NFLPA Player Survey, include Frank Smith, Miami Dolphins, Thomas Brown and Brian Schottenheimer, Dallas Cowboys, and Brian Callahan and Kellen Moore. On the defensive front, Aaron Glenn, Detroit Lions, leads the pack, followed by Steve Wilks, Dan Quinn, Dallas Cowboys, Brian Flores, and Raheem Morris. Lastly, the top 5 special teams coordinators comprise John Fassel, Dallas Cowboys, Chris Tabor, Carolina Panthers, Matt Daniels, Minnesota Vikings, Dave Phipp, and Darren Rizzi, Detroit Lions. These findings are aimed at promoting the recognition and potential career advancement of talented coordinators in the NFL. The latest NFL quarterback performance that has everyone talking. Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott remains humble despite a significant improvement in his performance this season. The focus last year was on his high interception count, as he tied for the league lead with 15 interceptions despite missing 5 games due to injury. However, in the current season with 1 game left, Prescott has recorded only 8 interceptions while leading the league with 32 touchdown passes in 16 games. Prescott attributes his success to staying true to himself and not letting external opinions affect his game. His interception percentage of 1.4% this season is the second lowest of his career. He had a remarkable 0.9% interception rate during his rookie season in 2016, demonstrating his ability to limit turnovers. Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy emphasized the importance of interception rate in quarterback play and noted that a figure of 1.7 or less could lead to annual success. Prescott's commitment to reducing his interception numbers has clearly paid off, with 7 fewer interceptions despite playing 4 more games than the previous season. He has proven to be consistent in maintaining a low interception rate throughout his career. McCarthy expressed confidence in Prescott's ability, considering the 2022 season as an anomaly compared to his overall performance. Despite the individual achievement, Prescott remains focused on the team's success, emphasizing the impact of injuries on other great quarterbacks in the league this season. He downplays the significance of statistics and numbers, prioritizing daily improvement and the collective effort of the team. If Prescott leads the NFL in touchdown passes by the end of the season, he would be the first Cowboys quarterback to achieve this feat outright since 1973. As the Cowboys head into the final stretch of the regular season, Prescott's consistent and improved performance bodes well for the team's prospects in the NFC. While statistics highlight his individual accomplishments, Prescott remains grounded and committed to contributing to the team's overall success. In sports news, Tulane has secured a new quarterback transfer from Oregon. Tulane received a significant commitment from quarterback Ty Thompson, a transfer from Oregon, on Friday. The former top 100 recruit, hailing from Gilbert, Arizona, is poised to take the reins of the Tulane offense in 2024. Thompson, who was ranked number 67 overall in the 2021 class and held a 4-star rating, made his decision public via social media. Noted for his prowess as the number 15 pocket passer in the class, he originally signed with the Ducks following high school. During his true freshman season in 2021, the redshirt sophomore saw action in 3 games, tallying 87 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. In the 2022 and 2023 seasons, he made appearances in 7 games each year, amassing 297 yards and 4 touchdowns. Throughout his college career, Thompson predominantly served as the backup to Bo Nix. With Nix set to move on to the NFL after the current season, the Oregon coaching staff brought in transfer quarterbacks Dylan Gabriel from Oklahoma and true freshman Dante Moore from UCLA. Thompson, who possesses 2 years of eligibility, will bolster a Tulane offense undergoing a transition following the departure of this season's starting quarterback, Michael Pratt, who declared for the NFL draft. In sports news, former Kansas State quarterback Howard has made a decision to join Ohio State. Former Kansas State quarterback Howard has announced his verbal commitment to transfer to Ohio State, marking a significant shift for one of the top portal quarterbacks. Howard led Kansas State to the Big 12 title in 2022 and is set to bring his talent and experience to the Buckeyes. With a record of 12-5 as Kansas State's starter in 2022 and 2023, including a Big 12 title game win, Howard is considered a valuable addition to Ohio State's roster. The decision to join Ohio State came after a thorough evaluation by the coaching staff, who highly valued Howard's arm strength, experience, and dual-threat ability. As a fifth-year senior with 1 year of eligibility left, Howard is anticipated to be the leading contender for Ohio State's starting quarterback position in 2024. Howard considered multiple options, including visits to Miami and USC, and exploring the possibility of heading to the NFL. However, he ultimately chose Ohio State due to its competitiveness for a national title and the surrounding talent. Additionally, his ambition to compete for a national championship aligns with his individual goal of being a starting quarterback in the NFL. The opportunity to play in Ohio State's scheme, under the guidance of Coach Ryan Day, was a major factor in his decision, as he aims to improve his draft stock by excelling at a program known for producing high-caliber quarterbacks. Reflecting on his time at Kansas State, Howard expressed gratitude for the experiences and relationships that have shaped him, turning him into the player he is today. Despite this, he's excited to embrace the challenges and expectations that come with joining the Ohio State program, particularly the intense rivalry with Michigan. Howard understands the significance of the rivalry game and the pressure to defeat Michigan Alleger, as it holds considerable weight within the Ohio State community and is essential to their pursuit of national championship goals. While acknowledging the pressure, Howard is prepared to contribute to Ohio State's quest for success, as he immerses himself in the storied rivalry with Michigan, affectionately referred to as the Team Up North. With Week 18 approaching, we'll discuss the game plan keys for all 11 NFL teams looking to clinch the playoffs. With only one weekend left of regular season games in the NFL, 11 teams are still vying for playoff spots. Their paths range from must-win to must-win, but also need some help, to could still make it with a loss if things play out just right. A Week 18 victory would greatly benefit all 11 teams, with 5 of them facing win-and-in situations. Here's a look at how each team can achieve success as they head into this crucial weekend. Starting with the Saturday games, here are the key scenarios and chances for each team to make the playoffs. 1. The Las Vegas Raiders. They will need to secure a victory and couple it with the right set of circumstances to secure a playoff spot. 2. The New England Patriots. A win would clinch their spot, and they appear to have solid odds of making it regardless. Number 3. The Los Angeles Chargers. They also have a path to the playoffs with a win, but need other results to fall in their favor. Key game plan factors, including personnel matchups, scheme advantages, coaching tendencies, and game tape analysis, will play a crucial role in determining the outcome for each team. As the regular season draws to a close, the playoff picture will become clearer, and the intensity of these remaining games will only continue to build. A former USC quarterback is set to make a visit to Boise State, according to sources. ESPN's #1 overall recruit from 2023, quarterback Nelson, is set to take an official visit to Boise State in the coming days, according to sources. This will be Nelson's first visit since leaving USC, where he spent his freshman season in 2023 before entering the transfer portal in December. Boise State appears to be the front-runner for Nelson, who is reportedly looking for a blue-collar program where he can blend in and prove himself while being part of a strong team. With 18 returning starters, including standout player Khalil Shakir, who led the nation in yards from scrimmage, the Broncos present an enticing opportunity for the young quarterback. Nelson's interest in Boise State stems from the potential to earn the starting quarterback position following the transfer of Hank Bachmeier, as well as the chance to play immediately and be part of a strong roster. The visit signifies a shift in the priorities of players in the NIL era, with a focus on playing time over big brand names. The quarterback's familiarity with Boise State's offensive coordinator Bush Hamdan, as well as family ties in Boise, further strengthen the potential match between Nelson and the Broncos. Hamdan's pro-style offense, coupled with his previous efforts to recruit Nelson during his time at Washington, has resonated with the young prospect. Boise State's recent success, including winning the Mountain West Championship in 2023 under interim coach Spencer Danielson, adds to the appeal for Nelson. The team's rich history and consistent national rankings further contribute to the allure of the program. Nelson's visit to Boise State comes amid significant interest from high-profile programs across the country, making his decision a highly anticipated one in the college football landscape. An official statement reveals the shocking cause behind the devastating Hill House fire. A fire at a $6.9 million home in Davie, Florida, owned by a receiver, was determined to have been accidentally started by a child playing with a cigarette lighter in a bedroom, according to Davie Fire Marshal Robert Taylor. The identity of the child and the extent of the damage caused by the fire were not disclosed. The homeowner, receiver, was reportedly at the Dolphins' practice for Sunday's regular season finale against an unspecified team when the fire broke out. However, he left practice upon learning of the incident. The residence is situated in Southwest Ranches, located approximately 30 miles northwest of Miami. Television footage from Miami station WSVN displayed billowing black smoke emanating from the home's roof as firefighters worked to extinguish the blaze. The player's agent, Drew Rosenhaus, assured the media that Hill and his family were unharmed, along with no injuries to any pets. Rosenhaus expressed gratitude for the firefighters and credited them for containing the fire to a limited area within the home, acknowledging the inevitable smoke and water damage. Despite the unfortunate event, Rosenhaus commended Hill and his family for handling the situation with composure. Two standout players from the University of Alabama's cornerback position have officially declared for the upcoming NFL Draft. According to sources from ESPN, two of Alabama's top cornerbacks, Kool-Aid McKinstry and Jalen Armour-Davis, have decided to forgo their remaining college eligibility and enter the 2024 NFL Draft. Both players were essential to the Crimson Tide's defense, forming one of the most formidable cornerback duos in the country during the recent season. ESPN's Mel Kiper has ranked McKinstry as the number 3 cornerback in the upcoming draft, while Arnold holds the number 5 spot. Additionally, both players earned Associated Press first-team All-American honors, with Arnold leading the team in interceptions with 5. Joining McKinstry and Arnold in declaring for the NFL Draft are two linebackers, King Wikuda and Chris Braswell, as well as offensive tackle Javion Cohen. Braswell, who posted 8 sacks during the season, is ranked as the number 3 outside linebacker by Kiper, while Latham holds the number 4 spot for offensive tackles. Turner, the number 2 outside linebacker, also announced his decision to turn pro after Alabama's recent Rose Bowl loss to Michigan. Amidst the exodus to the NFL, it's worth noting that not all key players are departing. Sources revealed that linebacker Shane Lee and safety DeMarco Helms have communicated their intention to return to the Crimson Tide for the upcoming season. Lee, who recorded 67 total tackles, including 5.5 for loss, and Helms, a versatile defensive back who played the star role, are expected to continue contributing to the team's defense in the next season. Coming up next, we'll discuss an NFL player's reaction to being left out of the Pro Bowl lineup. In the aftermath of a Thursday practice, wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown revealed his disappointment in not being originally selected for the Pro Bowl. St. Brown, who is enjoying a career-best season with the Lions, expressed feeling hot over the exclusion. Despite not being named as an original selection, he has amassed impressive statistics, including 8 100-yard receiving games, tying with other notable receivers for the most in the NFL. Although 5 of St. Brown's teammates secured Pro Bowl selections, St. Brown was notably left out. He shared his view that he needs to work even harder in the future, using the snub as motivation to elevate his performance. With 112 receptions this season, St. Brown expressed his frustration while also acknowledging the stellar abilities of the receivers who were chosen ahead of him. His reaction indicates that he views this oversight as an opportunity to intensify his efforts in the games to come. Which Super Bowl contenders are showing fatal flaws? We'll discuss vulnerabilities for the Lions, Dolphins, Ravens, and 49ers. In a season of unpredictability for the NFL, the top teams have shown vulnerability, setting the stage for an exciting postseason. The San Francisco 49ers, initially considered among the best, suffered a recent setback at home against the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, the defending champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, experienced a rough patch with 3 losses out of 4 games in December. Even the formidable Baltimore Ravens have faced doubts due to previous playoff struggles. With a lack of clear dominance in either conference, the playoffs are poised to be fiercely competitive. As the postseason unfolds, the focus will shift to potential weaknesses of the 9 teams that have already secured their spots. Despite their recent surge, the Buffalo Bills and Jacksonville Jaguars are not part of this evaluation. Each team's challenges during the regular season will be discussed, along with an assessment of whether these issues could persist in the playoffs. Furthermore, potential opponents who could exploit these weaknesses will be identified. The analysis will commence with a review of the team that has gained momentum late in the season as per ESPN's Super Bowl odds. 18 unexpected impact players who leveled up when needed for Super Bowl hopefuls. On Sunday, the Baltimore Ravens faced a 4th and 7 at the Cleveland Browns' 35-yard line. With star tight end Mark Andrews sidelined due to left ankle surgery, quarterback Lamar Jackson looked for Andrews' backup, Josh Likely. Jackson found Likely on a crossing pattern, and Likely made a spectacular catch with his left hand, running for a touchdown in a 56-19 win that secured the AFC's top seed for the Ravens. Since Andrews' injury, Likely has emerged as a key playmaker, with 19 catches for 291 yards and 4 touchdowns in 5 games. In Baltimore, safety Brandon Stone has also stepped up, starting in place of Deshaun Elliott when he was injured, and making a notable impact with 7 interceptions this season. Meanwhile, Jordan Poyer has made a significant contribution to the Buffalo Bills' defense, with 4 interceptions and 8 passes defensed, strengthening the team's secondary in Tre'Davious White's absence due to a torn Achilles. For the Cleveland Browns, D'Ernest Johnson and Kareem Hunt have filled in admirably for the injured Nick Chubb, maintaining a formidable rushing attack. Furthermore, Dallas Cowboys cornerback Jalen Bland has exceeded expectations, leading the league in interceptions with 8, including 5 returned for touchdowns. The Detroit Lions have seen Amani Oruwariye and Ifeatu Melifonwu step up in the secondary, with Melifonwu making a name for himself with game-changing interceptions, earning NFC Defensive Player of the Week honors in Week 16. Elsewhere, the Green Bay Packers have witnessed the emergence of tight end Isaiah Ford, who has stepped up in the absence of injured teammate David Musgrave, making a significant impact in the passing game. In Indianapolis, Marlon Mack's injury opened the door for running back Elijah Speed, who has contributed to the Colts' running game and pass defense, displaying his potential as a key factor in the team's success. The Jacksonville Jaguars' receiving corps has seen Jamal Agnew and Traylon Washington assume more prominent roles due to injuries to DJ Chark and Christian Kirk, with Washington demonstrating improvement and growth since assuming his increased responsibilities, despite some early challenges. For the Los Angeles Rams, Ben Skowronek has become a reliable target for quarterback Matthew Stafford, contributing to the team's success with his receiving touchdowns in recent weeks. Additionally, Miami Dolphins linebacker Andrew Van Ginkel has assumed a vital role in the absence of injured pass rushers, making significant contributions in pass rushing and playmaking. In San Francisco, John Feliciano has showcased his consistency and reliability as a starting guard, providing stability in the offensive line amid injuries to other players. Lastly, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have seen the rise of rookie linebacker Grant McCollum, stepping up in the absence of injured starters, Carlton Davis and Sean Murphy-Bunting, making notable contributions in pass coverage and as a pass rusher. These players have demonstrated their ability to step in and make significant impacts amid injuries to key teammates, contributing to the success of their respective teams in the NFL playoff race. Tonight, we will delve into the aftermath of the recent bowl games and explore overreactions on playoff favorites, Heisman contenders, and the significance of edible mascots. The college football postseason may be coming to an end, but the anticipation for the upcoming season is already building up. Following standout performances and significant matchups, there is no shortage of storylines to look forward to. Here's a breakdown of the latest developments and what to expect moving forward. Ole Miss appears to be a strong contender in the 2024 season, with legitimate aspirations for its first-ever college football playoff (CFP) appearance. The Rebels made significant additions through transfers and retained top players, setting the stage for a potentially historic season under Coach Lane Kiffin's leadership. On the other hand, Ohio State faced a tough loss in the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic, reflecting the challenge of rebuilding their roster for the upcoming season. The departure of key players and the need to fill crucial positions present significant hurdles for the Buckeyes as they gear up for the 2024 campaign. Amid the debates about the relevance of bowl season, the off-field entertainment and distinct traditions of bowl games continue to capture attention. Whether it's the whimsical spectacle of the Pop-Tarts Bowl or the excitement of the Duke's Mayo Bowl's unique celebrations, the off-field elements of bowl games add a layer of enjoyment and levity to the postseason. Looking ahead, the expansion of the playoff format offers opportunities for teams across various tiers of college football to vie for meaningful postseason games. While critical voices have spotlighted the shortcomings of bowl season, smaller bowl games hold significance for participating teams, providing a final chance for players and coaches to showcase their abilities. The need for a separate playoff system for Group of Five teams has emerged as a point of consideration, given the growing disparity between Power Five and Group of Five schools. Addressing these distinctions could lead to a more equitable and competitive landscape in college football, offering Group of Five teams the opportunity to contend against their peers in postseason play. As the offseason unfolds, attention turns to potential Heisman Trophy contenders for the 2024 season. Several SEC quarterbacks are expected to be in the running, with Georgia's Carson Beck emerging as a standout candidate after an impressive performance in the Orange Bowl. Notre Dame and USC are poised to make waves in the 2024 season, with notable developments in their respective rosters and coaching staff. The upcoming season presents opportunities for both programs to solidify their presence in college football and pursue postseason success. Similarly, Arizona's remarkable season and strong showing in the Alamo Bowl have positioned the Wildcats as a rising force in the Big 12. The program's upward trajectory and recent successes signal a promising outlook as they transition to a new conference in 2024. As the football landscape continues to evolve, the upcoming season promises a blend of competition, adjustments, and anticipation for